Before I was famous, I'm bullshitting. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, AAAA. Bring the J back. Gang in the building. It's your boy, AJ. Back with another upload. And today, I will be explaining the reason why I feel like, personally, Hangman Adam Page should win at AEW's Revolution. Now, at AEW Revolution, Hangman Adam Page goes against the new champion Maxwell Jacob Friedman in a Texas death match. I personally feel like Hangman needs to lose because it will lead to a big playoff with Swerve Strickland and a part of a 4-5 match rivalry. Now, we all know that Hangman and Swerve already has a rivalry brewing up, and the conversation going around this match of Revolution is, why is Hangman putting his stake for the AEW Championship on the line if he's never going to be able to challenge for it ever again if he loses to MJF? Now the cons of the situation is that Maxwell Jacob Friedman is actually a good champion. He's been defending it on the indie scene. He's defending it against an upper card, mid card superstar, and has been doing well with the championship. If MJF loses this championship, I don't know if we can still build him back up to the superstar he is right now. MJF is not at his peak yet, but he's touching his peak. And if Hangman wins this championship, it will kind of put AEW back in a stale area. So I feel like the best middle ground for the situation is if Swerve Strickland interferes with the match and causes Hangman Adam Page to lose his AEW championship and also lose the rights to challenge for it ever again. Now you might be asking, how did this work out in Hangman's favor? Let me explain. On a classic bloody death match with both comedian and storytelling from each side, the plot twist comes when Swerve Strickland comes out of nowhere and hits Hangman with a chain, ruining his chances of winning. After the match, Swerve brutally attacks Hangman and hits the same move that temporarily ended Kenny Omega's TV time. AEW Dynamite, MJF talks about how his prediction was right and how he is still the face of AEW. Then Swerve Strickland comes out and says, "You owe me a title shot, and if I don't get it, I'm going to take it from you." During the lead up to the big match between Swerve and MJF, Swerve faces opponents like Bandito and Mark Briscoe, who previously gave MJF trouble. This shows that Swerve is just dangerous and could easily beat MJF at the pay-per-view. After Swerve Strickland interferes with Hangman in the deathmatch, he shouldn't just interfere, he should end his TV time temporarily, the same way he did Kenny Omega, showing that he is a killer and not just a wrestler. And then this should lead up to the match in Dynasty, MJF versus Swerve Strickland, which everybody's hype up and craving for. But in this match, Hangman comes back and interferes with Swerve Strickland and ruining his title chance for the championship. In review, we see a technical match between Swerve and MJF. Just like in Revolution, there are interferences, but not from anyone expected. Instead, Hangman Adam Page appears. He takes out both Swerve and MJF and then leaves the ring, which allows MJF to win the match. Hangman interfering with Swerve versus MJF is actually golden because it still leaves the question that, can Swerve beat MJF by himself, and can Hangman beat MJF when all stakes are on the line? But also it gains the storyline, it builds the storyline of Swerve versus Hangman Adam Page. They already have a rich rivalry. Adding on more stakes to it and putting on the fact that Hangman is now mad that he cannot challenge for the AEW Championship no more, and now Swerve is mad that he lost his chance at the AEW Championship again due to Hangman again. This builds their rivalry even more and makes the storyline even more richer. Dynamite, there is a huge eruption between Hangman Adam Page and Swerve Strickland that has to be stopped by security. The next night, security separates them again during the back and forth, and Swerve says Hangman has been in the way of his chance at the AEW Championship, while Hangman says Swerve was always jealous and that he should never have trusted a killer. Both of them already have good promos, but adding the fact that Swerve is the reason why Hangman is AEW champion, and when Swerve was AEW champion, Hangman was in the way of it. But when Hangman was AEW championship, Swerve wasn't in the way of it. He was more of a help and a partner, which held him back in his chance at becoming the AEW champion. Now he feels like he wasted his time being around Hangman while he should be chasing the AEW championship. Hangman's point is, I trusted you. Yeah, we had our back and forth. Yeah, I had my ways, but I trusted you. But you have always been jealous of me, of me having the championship and me having the role I do have in AEW. But it's okay. I should never trust the killer. Still keeping both roles high in their position while also milking the storyline, if you see what I'm saying. Later on, AEW Collision, Tony Khan informs the fans that Hangman will compete in a double or nothing qualifier match for a chance at the AEW Championship. Technically, Hangman is not challenging for the belt. He earned the opportunity. I feel like this is a good way to say, like, hey, like, this is a good way the company can still keep the fans' trust, but also have a good turnout for All In. And also make the Double or Nothing pay-per-view more of a pay-per-view. I feel like the Double or Nothing pay-per-view was supposed to be the WrestleMania instead of All In. But All In just had more of the reception because it was at London with a bigger crowd. But I feel like the Double or Nothing ladder match will have more stakes in it if Hangman and Swerve was in the match and Hangman wins the Double or Nothing contract that allows him to qualify for a match for MJF or whoever the AEW championship at the time being. Swerve is outraged because he's also in the qualifier ladder match. He is angry that Adam Page keeps getting a chance after chance. Here's the twist though. Hangman Adam Page faces a determined Kenny Omega in the qualifier match. If AEW is smart, they will have Hangman win and challenge for the belt at AEW All In. This will be how Hangman Adam Page earns his way back to the top once again. If AEW is smart, they will book this as Hangman going through another obstacle to get the AEW championship again, and he wins it again at AEW All In or at a pay-per-view before All In, and maybe he can lose it at All In against an Ospreay or something like that. But I really do feel like if Hangman Adam Page wins the AEW contract to qualify for another match at AEW All In, this will be a money storyline and will keep Adam Page as the John Cena of AEW, keep MJF as the ultimate heel, and keep Swerve Strickland as the main event of AEW, while also milking the storyline between Hangman Adam Page and Swerve, so this storyline can go on for decades, just like The Rock and Stone Cold, just like the Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens, and just like the whole Shield storyline. These are how storylines are able to become richer when you add more elements to the storyline as they grow as characters. This is just my take. You don't have to like it or love it, but this is just my journalist coverage over AEW Revolution. Hope y'all enjoyed the pay-per-view like I will, and I will catch y'all in the next episode. Peace.